I've been training for over 3 years now, and I've tried tons of different strategies, SMC, ICT, support and resistance, and tons of these other strategies, but these strategies are either way too complicated or just don't even work to begin with. The past 6 months, I've made over $5,000 using this simple strategy alone, not including all of my other strategies, at just 15 years old. And if I can do it, you definitely can too. I'll also be providing you guys with 1 week of backtesting results so you guys can see how the market responds to this strategy in a real week of trading. So that's enough yapping, and let's get straight into the video. So the first thing you guys will need to do for this strategy is head over to tradingview.com, which I'll leave a link for you guys in the description for, as well as a link for the brokerage I use, Robinhood, which if you guys are new to trading, or even if you're a bit more advanced, it is the most user-friendly and high-quality trading platform that I know of, where you can invest in all asset classes in one app. The UI looks really nice as well, and I currently have a deal with them that will allow you guys to get all the way up to $200 worth of free stock, which is a fantastic deal, and I'm not sure how much longer it will last, so be sure to check that out. Anyways, once you're on tradingview.com, zoom out and mark the highest point the specific stock they're trading reached during that day and the lowest point it reached as well. These are great levels to mark out due to there being plenty of liquidity resting above these levels due to lots of institutional traders and hedge funds marking out these levels and using these as potential profit targets or buying opportunities. Okay, once you've marked out those levels, wait for the next day and mark out the first 5-minute high as well as the 5-minute low. We mark out these levels due to there being, once again, a lot of liquidity resting above and below those levels, and once either side has been broken, either being the 5-minute high or the 5-minute low, it can help identify the trend of the market. Identifying the trend in the market is one of the most important topics to understand in trading, so be sure to leave a like down below, and if we reach 25 likes on this video, I'll be sure to make a video about that for you guys. So as you guys can see on this example, we were just ranging for a bit, and then we had broken above our 5-minute high, and as I mentioned previously, this can help identify the trend for the day. So once we identified the possible trend, now we can wait for either a retest of the 5-minute level or a retest of a down close candle or a red candle, which is also called an order block. The reason the retest of the previous red candles during an uptrend is due to some institutional investors not being able to enter into a position in time or didn't get previously filled. So once the stock retraces back into the previous down close candles, this can either be a better entry for them or they simply didn't get filled before and now they will. And as you guys can see on this example, we are currently retesting this previous down close candle or order block that occurred after we broke out of our 5-minute opening high. We can simply enter after this strong candle closure above the order block that was formed, set our stop loss at a break below this previous impulsive candle that broke out of the 5-minute opening range high, and we can set our profit target at the previous day high, which, like I mentioned previously, is where institutional traders are most likely to be placing their sell orders. Now we can let the trade play out and rely on probabilities alone to either play in our favor or not. And as you can see on this trade, we had a very nice trending day towards the upside, and this allowed us to take a very nice trade on Nvidia and secure our profits for the day. Now that you guys know how to trade using this strategy, let's move on to the backtesting results that I got trading this strategy over a 1-week period. And by the way, if you guys have enjoyed the video so far, be sure to leave a like and sub and leave a comment down below with something new you've learned from this video. Appreciate that, guys. It helps a lot and motivates me to continue making these videos. Anyways, let's over to the first day of the week. First thing we're going to do is mark out all of our levels. First, our previous day high and low, and then our 5-minute range high and our 5-minute range low. Like I mentioned previously, we marked out all these levels to be able to visualize where the most liquidity on the stock we're trading is sitting. Now that we've marked out all our levels, we can simply wait for a break and retest of our 5-minute range. As you can see, we just broke out of the 5-minute low, but as you can see, we're just chopping around. On days like this, I try to practice capital preservation, which is where we don't need to take any trades every single day to be a trader. Practicing this skill will help you prevent so many unnecessary losses. Now let's move on to day 2, and let's mark out our levels once again and wait for a break below or above the 5-minute range. And as you can see, we just broke above the 5-minute range and we just formed this down close candle. Now we just retested this candle with strong price action, which will allow us to enter here and place our stop loss simply at the impulsive candle that broke above the 5-minute range high, and we can place our take profits at a higher time frame resistance level due to us already being above our previous day high level. And for this trade, I'll be setting a partial target at the 528 psychological whole number due to this being a higher time frame target being a bit far out, and having this partial target will allow us to end the trade green even if we hit this target and then reverse back down towards our stop loss. We use this 528 whole number due to institutional traders tending to place profit targets at these levels. Another benefit of marking out the previous day high is that it helps us identify which days will be trending days rather than just days where the stock consolidates, which not only increases our win rate, but it also allows us to not lose our minds sitting on the charts all day watching the trade we enter do absolutely nothing except chop around. We just hit our first profit target, which we sell half of our position for a $1,055 gain, and let's wait for it to reach our final profit target. As you can see, after hitting our first profit target, we did have to sit through some consolidation, but we just hit our final profit target for our final gain of $2,930. Okay, now let's move on to day 3. Let's mark out our previous day levels and our 5-minute range levels and wait for a break of any of these. We just broke below our 5-minute low. Let's look for a retest of this level and with strong price action. We didn't get any weak price action once we retested this level, which helped us avoid an unnecessary loss. This is a perfect example of why waiting for a retest with strong price action, not just a retest of the level, saves us from tons of losses. Also, breaking below, then attempting to break back above into the range, I became much more cautious of taking any trades due to days like this tending to be more choppy, and they tend to not provide any high quality and high probability opportunities. But as you can see, we just came back for the retest of this level, and I was able to enter a quick scalp with half of my normal size and semi-take profit at high of day, which also coincides with the previous day high key level, and place my stop loss a break below this candle we just made. And I just made $470 just by understanding price action and combining that with a key level. Okay, now let's move on to day 4, which might be our last day we take a trade due to Fridays most of the time not providing any great trading opportunities. Okay, let's mark out all of our levels and wait for the stock to break either side of these levels. On this example, just based off the first 5 minutes, I'm expecting to take a short position towards the downside due to the amount of weak price action that I'm being shown, so let's wait for the break at the 5-minute low. We just broke below, and when trading positions towards the downside, I usually enter based on order blocks or down close candles. We just formed this down close candle, and we can wait for a retest of this level with weak price action, and for our stop loss, we can place it at the candle that broke below the 5-minute opening range and target a higher time frame support level for our profit target or a whole psychological number. For this example, there wasn't really any clear support levels on the higher time frame, so I just marked out the 518 psychological level for our profit target and made sure it was at least a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Now let's let this trade play out. Okay, we just hit our final profit target, which allowed us to make $4,500 off of this simple short towards the downside. And let's move on to day 5. Like I mentioned previously, we most likely won't be taking any trades on this day due to Fridays historically not providing great price action or a clear trend, which is not good for the strategy we're trading. Regardless, let's mark out our levels and wait for a break of either side just in case there is a good opportunity. Based off of the first 5 minutes, we're seeing like we're gonna have a move towards the downside once again, so let's wait for a break of either level. Okay, we just broke below our 5-minute low and we came back for the retest, but the setup didn't look great, and I'm not going to force any trades after the great profits we already had for the week. And it was a good thing I didn't take any trades because the market just consolidated for the rest of the day, and we didn't end up taking any trades on Friday, which means we closed this week profiting $7,900 while avoiding any unnecessary losses and not affecting our profits for the week. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and join my free Discord in my bio if you want to learn the strategy more in depth, and follow me on Instagram and X for more education, and I'll see you guys later.